So you find yourself trying to color grade your footage, trying to achieve that cinematic or that film look, but only find yourself frustrated at an image that looks something like this. See, this looks terrible and not even close to what you were going for. Well, in this video, I want to share with you how I get log footage to look like this. And guess what? It's a lot easier than you might have thought, thanks to Dehancer. Dehancer reached out to me and asked if I wanted to review their plugin, but these are my own opinions I'm about to share in this video. So anyways, what is Dehancer? Well, it's a plugin or an extension to your video editing software that allows you to basically edit your videos with a bunch of color grading controls, including film emulation, bloom, halation, film grain, and the list just goes on. It's super easy to use, and trust me, it will make a night and day difference in your footage, as you just saw. Now, Dehancer markets this as a film emulation, but honestly, I use it mostly as a color grading tool because it speeds up my workflow and gets me the look that I'm going for. Now, let's jump into DaVinci Resolve so I can show you Dehancer in action. Okay, so here we have some footage I shot for my Apple Watch spec ad video. I actually used DaVinci Resolve and Dehancer to edit that entire video. You can actually check out the final look and see what you think of it. But we're going to jump into our color tab here, and we're going to create a node first and foremost. So Alt S or Option S. And you see here in my library, I'm going to click and drag the film emulation Dehancer Pro right onto my clip, and yikes, that looks terrible. I know, we're gonna fix it, don't worry. What I like to do first is to uncheck every box that says enabled, which is I think about 3 or 4. Yep, that's it. And we're gonna start from scratch. So we're gonna convert our footage to the Rec 709 color space by simply choosing what camera we filmed this on, and I chose to film this on my Panasonic S5 Vlog in the Vlog profile. And already our footage looks somewhat better, right, than that flat profile, because now it's in the Rec 709. So now we're going to just do some minor color correction and minor color grading to get this footage to look better and usable. Now remember, this is just quick. So we're going to go to our exposure, just bring it down a bit. This is like when you don't have a lot of time and you just want to get some footage usable and you shot it in Vlog. And this is all done in just one page, one node. Typically, my workflow consisted of at least 3 nodes where I was doing, color temperature, and I was adjusting LUTs and just different aspects of, contrast and highlights and things like that, just to get the footage to look where I want it to be. But this is so simple. Anybody can do this. This is pretty much straightforward. And I'm just going off my eye once again, just quick. So then I'm going to change the tint. Skin tones. Everyone's worried about skin tones, including myself. You want to make sure you get the best skin tones. So I'm going to put it to -5.3. Looks great to me. All right. I'm going to go down to expand where it's black point and just add some more dynamic. And that already starts to look so much better. As you can see, I mean, that took me technically like 30 seconds to do, and that's super fast. So it's already looking very much so usable. Just going back and making some minor corrections. I feel like it's a little bit too dark, so we're going to brighten it up once again. And let's go back down. Enable the film developer. Don't want to add too much color, Just want it just right. So right there, that looks pretty good to me. That looks pretty good. So now what we're going to do is convert this into more of a film look. So this is what we just did. We basically made this footage look like, just regular footage out of a, mirrorless camera. But now we want to transform this footage, and this is where Dehancer really thrives, and this is what they really market, is that you can make any footage look kind of sort of like film. So we're going to go ahead and try and make this look like film. So right away, you can see there's a tab here that says film. We're going to go ahead and mess around because there's a ton of different film emulation profiles you can choose from, right? Me personally, I like the Kodak Vision 3 50D, which is right here. So I'm going to select it and then just hit enable. And there's a push and pull slider here. I'm just going to get it to where I think looks best. That looks pretty good right there. And then we're going to, of course, go down to where we see our film grain. Enable that. And you can change actually how much grain you would like. So you can add some, you can take some out, whatever it is that you feel like you're going for, the look, how much, determines how much grain you actually add. So I think it looks good right there. I'm going to go into colors and just give it a bit of a color boost there, Not too much, not too little, but just right. And that looks pretty good to me. All right. Now we're going to jump to this tab, the halation. Now, halation is going to give you what it sounds like halos around your light source. So it's really going to make your footage just kind of pop and definitely more film-like. So as you can see, this one's, I mean, a lot of people overdo the halation, and I think it looks too much, like too powerful. So you just want to get the film look and get out. Don't intensify it too much. That looks good to me there, right around the 80.7 point. And then bloom, of course, this is going to make your highlights, so your lights kind of like bloom and make them softer. And this is something that film does really well. We're going to try and emulate that here. And as you can see already, it got super soft, right? The light source. So we're just going to kind of bring it down to where we like it. And I think that looks pretty good right there. Let's go. All right. So this is all I'm going to mess around with because I think it looks pretty good. You can see if I look at the vlog footage and then you compare it to the film, it looks very much way more like film. Dehancer also has an app which allows you to edit videos and photos on your phone, and it honestly produces some really great results. There's a ton of filters to choose from, and pretty much all the features you can add in the software plugin, you can add in this app as well. Some of the cons I faced were a lag in the editing performance of my computer, but of course it's nothing crazy. I'm using the MacBook Pro running on the M1 processor. Now it's important to note the minimum specs in order to get the software to work for your computer specifically. Now, not everything is sunshine and rainbows, but for the most part, it's an amazing tool to have since it makes your footage look so much better and you can achieve so many different looks and take your videos to a whole nother level. Not to mention, it actually speeds up your workflow. I hope you found this video helpful and thanks for watching.